just so I can see when everything pops up. And we are starting, and we are live.
6 seconds in.
All right, everybody. How is everybody doing today?
How's it going? We're a little bit early. We're just
Ricardo's like,
we're
I'm
late.
here first.
We're late.
We're
but
late,
we're early.
but we're technically early from what we thought we would. Yeah. Nicole, hey mofos. Hello, Rosessive. Hey, Rachel. JT, hey. Donald, hi.
Sophie's in here.
Hi, Holly. Hi, Sophie.
Anthony, how's it going, bud?
Hi, Anthony. Henry, hi.
Lynn Catrell, how you doing? James.
Emerald Loffner, hi. Kevin Evans, hi. I want to say hi to as many as I can. Lacey is amazing. Yes, I am. Thank you, Craig.
False. Steve is amazing.
Last night they watched 5 shows between 8 p.m. and 4 a.m. Then they went to sleep. Today she had all 5 of those episodes ready for the $10 Patreon tier to watch. Yes, I did. I was at it. Granted, before I fell asleep, I started Into the Badlands. So all I had to do was save that one, I believe. But then, yes, so The Walking Dead and then Breaking Bad, both of them.
And there will be a double upload on Monday.
Yes, for The Walking Dead. Yes. How is everybody doing?
So, just to let you know,
Elle is in the house. Oh, and before I forget, Elle, because I did forget in our The Walking Dead uploads, because I have the worst memory in the world. Happy birthday to Ellen Fountain, who is Elle's mom. She is a big fan of our channel, and she is the sweetest lady ever, and she made a pretty awesome daughter, so...
That's correct. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Ellen. Hello, Hot Space is good, so don't judge.
Hot Space is good, so don't judge.
It's an interesting name. I'll have to give you that much. Your kids are adorable, but we understand why they can't watch The Walking Dead with you. They are adorable. Jenna has walked in a few times, and I would let Jenna watch it. She would have no trouble, but I don't really care if my kids watch like scary stuff or like gruesome. Is that how you would call it? Like gory? Like I don't like to put limitations on what they can watch.
I do.
Within reason, of course. Like Game of Thrones might be pushing it a bit too far with the nudity. But other than that, I don't like to restrict them too much. YouTube. Oh, Daniel, thank you so much. YouTube gave me free super chats to give out. That's pretty awesome of YouTube.
That's cool.
I spent a few hours watching The Walking Dead and Breaking Bad. JSS and Ozymandias are 2 of my favorites ever. I appreciate you two. I tried my best to get those 2 up for you guys on Patreon today, because I know you've been waiting for them. So, and seriously, all 4 of those episodes.
Crazy.
By
the way, we will be doing a Breaking Bad only show.
Yeah. I think we decided on Sunday at 6 p.m.-ish. But definitely Sunday because, next weekend with the holidays, and I don't want to push it for Saturday because a lot of you guys might be with your family still, or, on your way home, or who knows, So Sunday, I think, would be a safer bet for any of you that
want... if you can't join, obviously, you had things going on, so totally
exactly.
Understand that.
And we get it. But if you want to discuss Breaking Bad and Ozymandias, which we watched last night, but we're not going to discuss it right now because we have a whole stream dedicated for that on Sunday. So make sure you, not tomorrow, but next Sunday. And Katie, thank you so much. Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in and say hi because I'm in the middle of watching a wrestling show with Nick, and okay. I want to show you guys some love. Well, thank you so much,
Thank you, Katie.
And I really hope that you and Nick are enjoying your wrestling match.
You didn't even notice me.
Watching your wrestling match. Not enjoying your You guys get it. You get it.
You didn't even notice me.
I did. I can feel you next to me.
Yeah, but you didn't pay attention.
The Manhammer AR-15 new sub. Can't wait to see how you like The Walking Dead season 6. Are you guys going into this season fresh without being spoiled, since it's an old season? Because not knowing is the best. We are going in to the whole entire series has been new to us and fresh. So it's not just this season; it's every season because, we don't. Before any of this, we never really paid attention to anything The Walking Dead related because we didn't watch it. So even if we did kind of like see something in Crossing or whatever, we didn't really retain it or pay that much attention to retain it. So, so no spoilers on anything for any season, thankfully. And of course, I don't subscribe to YouTube channels that could potentially have spoilers either. So I know somebody had said something about the new season of The Walking Dead has like been popping up in a lot of people's recommendations and stuff, but it doesn't, like, I literally haven't seen anything.
Yeah, I haven't either.
For The Walking Dead in our recommended. So I hope that answers your question. That is a good question.
Yeah,
though.
Really good question. Anyway, I just want to let you know we did see up to season 6, episode
3.
So that's where that's where we're at.
Just so you guys know, the last episode we watched was Thank You. I still don't know if I'm ready to talk about it. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, you need to go upstairs, baby.
No.
We're going to be talking about zombies and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I don't
We'll bring you in at the end.
You heard me. I know you want to argue with me about it because you want to stay. I know.
So we watched season 6, episode 3. We weren't able to really talk after the episode because obviously it was pretty intense for us with Glenn. So we thought we'd talk about it today. And
Donald, you're asking when we'll be doing our next live stream. Well, we always do it usually after the mid-season finale of every season, and then after the finale. Usually, it's kind of been going up like an episode or 2 later. So we'll see how that goes.
Your cat's looking at you weird.
Jay Gee, thank you so much. The last 6 episodes of Breaking Bad are my favorite ever. They have been absolutely balls to the wall craziness.
Yes, yeah.
Cray. Yeah, seriously. And yes, rest in police.
Rest in police.
Rest in police. Well, I was thinking Glenn.
Rest in place.
Rest in police, Glenn. Rest in peace, Glenn. That was literally, I think, the maddest I've ever been at this show.
That's not how you
I've been upset. I've been, worried. I've been all kinds of feelings towards this show, but in that moment, in that episode, mad.
You're talking about Breaking Bad.
No, I'm talking about Glenn.
Oh, about The Walking Dead?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I was pissed.
I thought you said Breaking Bad.
No, maybe, did I?
I think.
I might have accidentally said that, but
JT.
in The Walking Dead... In The Walking Dead, thank you, Glenn, how that all went down. Yeah, I was mad. Mad.
Yeah, she was pretty upset and mad. After the show, we couldn't talk. We even stopped and we took a break.
We talked
Thinking-
for a little bit, but then
thinking that
stopped.
we could-
Yeah.
We could talk about it, and
Rachel, thank you so much. You guys are awesome and
Thank you.
loving the new Patreon tiers.
thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
It's super cool. We enjoy that a lot.
It's been a lot
We're
of fun.
digging it. We've already found a show that we've started to get into.
Well, Into the Badlands, which was the first show requested in that tier, and it's so far we've really been enjoying it. It's like just kind of a fun show to watch. You know what I mean?
And the other shows that we'll be doing on there as well is the 100. Help me out. The 100.
You're putting me on the spot. Okay. Person of interest.
Person of interest.
And the last one is still kind of up in the air.
It could be Bates Motel
but
or
it's either Bates Motel or Revenge.
Revenge.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. That's it.
Which those will be going up as well.
So yes, we got sidetracked, but Glenn, that whole situation with Tito, and you guys will see in our reaction to it because.
I kind of want to bring this up now.
Okay.
And I want to see how everyone kind of felt about that whole situation. Because I'm shocked. Glenn is like a major character
That
to
is
me.
why I was so mad about it, because he's one of our favorite characters, and to be taken out like that by Tito falling on him, and
Well, we didn't actually see Tito.
whose death was worse, Herschel or Glenn?
Well, Glenn. Glenn by far.
And
Glenn we've had from the
in
get-go.
in different ways, right? So with Herschel, it was more of like a sad, like of course Glenn is sad. You don't get me wrong, very sad.
Dude, that was freaking sad.
No, it was very sad, but when comparing the two, I was sad with both of them, but Herschel got me more emotional. Now, whereas Glenn got me more pissed because he shouldn't have gone out that way.
Lacey even talked about after the show,
Yeah.
like, and it was out of being upset that
Mm-hmm.
she didn't even want to see the show again. And
Yep.
of course we talked.
Well, of course I'm not going to stop, but that's just in the moment when
Yeah,
you're
the heat of the
feeling
moment, yeah.
when you're feeling that, like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, you made this decision?
Right.
You made this decision to take out one of our favorite characters, and I know all of your guys' favorite characters, that way.
Yeah, Tito.
By Tito committing suicide and basically pushing Glenn into like 1,000,000 billion walkers.
See, I thought Glenn, there was a couple things that happened during the episode, and you even talked about it. You kind of caught some things that things were kind of going.
Yeah, and I'll say those in just a second, the things that I caught. The last super chat, I hope it finds you too well. Well, I mean, everyone needs to sub to Patreon ASAP. Go Bears, Stephen Lacey.
Heck
Hope
yeah.
you two have a good night. And we hope you have a good
Lose,
night
win
too,
or lose,
Daniel.
we're always going to stay that way. The Bears.
Oh, yeah,
The
definitely.
Bears.
But yes, I mean, thank you so much. Savage Emax. Thank you so much. You should check out The Punisher on Netflix.
That's a good possibility. I've seen that a lot.
We have
lot.
We have heard a lot of you guys talking about that show. I know that John Bernthal is in that. I
Right.
have seen like the original Punisher
Quiet it
movie.
down.
Hey kids,
Jeez.
what are you guys doing in there? Okay, well, hurry it up and be quiet and go upstairs because you guys are talking so loud. They're like, what? Live stream's going on? Whatever. They've been quiet all day. Okay. But yeah, so okay, the things that I noticed that got me on edge. So early on in the episode, we were seeing I was seeing different things that were kind of just like piling on top of each other. You know what I mean? Like, so the first thing that I noticed was Glenn saying we all have jobs to do, which was Herschel's
Quiet.
which was Herschel's thing that he sort of said all the time, and we all know what happened to Herschel. Now, normally, saying that wouldn't have raised any flags because, you know, Maggie and, you know, like, Glenn saw Herschel as a father, so it wouldn't be that crazy for him to say that. But when you add on other things, like Steve noticed that
When he said,
when he was talking to Rick on the walkie,
it reminded me of, I even said it during the show.
yeah, he called Rick dumbass again.
That
And that kind of got an eyebrow raise. Like, that's the second weird...
I just thought it was...
It's the second callback to something, right?
Right.
Like, the Herschel, and now him and Rick first meeting, and then with compounded on top of Tito's PTSD moments throughout the episode, I had a feeling something was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Now that... No.
I was actually starting to kind of feel bad that I was all over Tito like that, but I wanted Tito dead right away. Once he shot Glenn, in my eyes, that's enough to...
I was starting to be
done.
a little proud of him, though.
Well,
like,
yeah, I thought he was taking
throughout the
a turn, but then I
episode,
saw that skittishness that he was having.
Yeah.
And...
Donald, thank you so much. It's been a while since I've done this, so here's your annoying reminder. Chapter 12 was posted today. Thanks for your reviews so far.
You're welcome.
Better reward than money. Well, I would think so. Like, I mean, great content. We love your novel.
Yes.
Super great.
Yeah. If you get a chance, check out Donald Newton's novel. It's
called Father Death. Look it up on Wiki.
Yep.
But, anyways,
he did it himself.
He did do it himself. That's why it's his. Oh, yes, his PTSD moments.
Yes.
Tito. In between his PTSD moments, though, he was having good moments. Like, he is, you know, Glenn saying you're not that person anymore, and him, you know, following Glenn's lead and trying to, like, it looked like he was trying to be a better person.
He did. You're right. You're exactly right.
But when you compound all of those PTSD moments with the fact that he's stuck on top of a dumpster.
I have that scene running through my head as we're talking about it, and it kind of destroys you because
the Hovians. We know that Nicholas shot himself. Yeah. We know that. Maybe we misworded something. He did shoot Glenn like a couple episodes ago, and that's what Steve was referring to when he said once he shot him, he shot him in the shoulder. That's what he was referring to. Once he shot Glenn in that episode, Steve was done. But yeah,
Glenn's an amazing character, and you know. Here's Maggie. I mean, she's doing so well. I mean, she's holding everything together.
She's holding down the fort.
She is.
And, like, the thing that gets me the worst about all of this is the fact that she's not going to ever see him again. She's not ever going to know what happened to him. And how it, like, on top of everything else, Glenn was her last family.
I'm pissed.
Beth is gone. Her dad is gone. Like, yeah, granted, the whole group is family. I get that, but like, Glenn was her husband. You know, like
everything he fought for was for Maggie.
Exactly, and it's gonna completely devastate her.
I have to get back to
yeah.
And that's all you could say. And he sacrifices himself to lure away the walkers. And
well, because he's always looking at the bigger picture.
I get that.
You know what I mean?
I just
always looking at the bigger picture and
wrong person to be going with.
He was putting too much faith in Nicholas there at the end. He saw a few fleeting moments of that PTSD where he's like, "Come on, keep it together." But in that moment when they kind of were screwed, I'm sure they could have found a way, because I think I even remember saying, like, can't they jump over that fence over there that didn't have the barbed wire? Like,
yeah.
Like, somehow, like,
Me and you were looking
inch
for
their way,
every
you know what I mean?
escape route that we could see in that moment, and it just wasn't to be had. I mean, he's
Or at
screwed.
least-
He's done.
and
We
that's
tried to think of anything. Could there be anyone to save him at this point? But there isn't, because you could literally see him scream. Like in horror. I mean, you couldn't really hear him, and you hear the music playing.
Well, he
and-
was definitely screaming in
Well-
horror, but it's more so like, because what I had told Steve in the after discussion was that it would appear like Nicholas fell on top of him, so it's probably they're getting at Nicholas first, but there's no way that you can kind of.
There's 50 of them.
There's.
And he's pressed
Yeah,
up
that's-
against a
and that's-
dumpster and the
that's what
fence and
And that's,
nowhere to go.
And that's when we were starting to kind of think of any possible way. But then we were like, there's no way. Like, there's literally 100 zombies surrounding them. And there's no way that a zombie's not going to at least get a couple bites in.
And
you know
he's
what I mean?
And he's stunned on top of it.
And he's stunned from landing flat on his back. And in shock because of there's just no way. And
Probably the hearing.
we don't even know for sure if Tito landed on top of him. I'm just guesstimating.
Well, we didn't
by
really
the way they fell. So,
Right.
And that's probably just wishful thinking, right? Like, maybe, but there's no way, even if it did. You know what I mean? So.
As I told you, Lacey, it's over. And
Oh, I know.
we've lost,
I know.
to me, one of my favorite characters, period. And I hate that.
And Whitney's saying was that Whitney?
But-
Yeah, Whitney's saying that she'd rather get cut by barbed wire to get away from them. No, I agree, but there was just as many walkers on the
yeah.
other side of the fence. There were just as many walkers on that side of the fence. They were on both sides.
Well, at least just sit there and be hung up in it somehow. I don't know.
Or just, well, even if they just stood there, the walkers would never leave then. So couldn't you, like, I wonder if it is
I don't
one of them
remember
dumpsters.
noticing there was as many on the other side.
There were.
As you were saying.
I'm pretty sure there were.
I don't
But
think so.
I wonder, I don't remember seeing, but what if, is that dumpster like the whole lid comes up or one on each side comes up?
No, it's one of them.
The
It's
whole
a
thing.
one. It's
The
a
whole
one
thing. Okay,
yeah.
because I'm like, if the dumpster had the two lids, then you could open a lid and hide in the dumpster. But yeah, there'd be no way to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just saying if they would have remained on top of the dumpster. You
I know what you're saying. It was a one lid. It looked like.
And
Mm-hmm.
you're right. I think it was. Trending Interactive Studios. Thank you so much.
Go Bears.
Go Bears and go Hawkeyes.
Okay, I can deal with that.
I can dig that. You can't do Punisher before season 1 and 2 of Daredevil. My favorite character, though, Glenn.
Glenn.
But his footprint on our group will never go away.
That's damn right.
You're dang right.
Damn right, bud.
It won't ever go away. I was so loving his development, too. Like, how much he has changed over from season 1 till currently.
Absolutely.
I was loving it so much.
And
Christina, thank you.
but I do want to ask people, and this has been my biggest question, and you're going to see
And it
at the
has
end.
been an incredible journey.
Go ahead. If
No, I was just saying thank you to Christina, and she said
is that
it's
Christina Finley?
yes.
Hi, Christina. I love her.
She
She's
said
awesome.
it's been an incredible journey, and she loves. She's been really enjoying experiencing it with us.
I got a bit of a sore throat, so if you see me with a Halls or whatever, I apologize. It's just a little bit of a sore throat.
It's
but
that time of year, you know.
Yeah, it's just well,
Yeah.
we got fields being still taken down, so we're in a farm town.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of dust and a lot of stuff. So, and I'm
Yeah.
out in it quite a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, but anyway,
Allergies
long
and-
story short, I want to stop for a minute because at the end of the episode, I said put in the comments below how you felt after this episode. I'm not talking anything further, anything in back. How did you feel at that moment? What was your? Did you feel helpless? Did you feel? Did you have hope? Did you have... To me, it's one of the biggest pieces of this group gone. Because he literally... He kind of was the voice of reason for Rick at times.
He was definitely a big voice of reason, and he was very...
But I want to read what they have to say.
He always made good decisions and just decisions and like the right decisions. You know what I mean? Whereas he thought through things a little more than, you know, like a Rick who kind of he's thinking through things, but maybe with his blinders on a little bit. So, and that's partially out of fear, and I get that. But yeah, these past couple episodes have been crazy.
That's exactly what I want to read. I want to know what you felt, because after that moment, that was a stunner to me. I couldn't talk.
In denial. That's exactly how I felt. In denial.
On the first watch,
and mad.
What's Tinker Stinker say there?
At my first watch, I realized that The Walking Dead does not mess around with our main characters. They do not.
Well, that just took... Excuse me. That just took me to a place where every single one of these characters
threw her remote.
Is open to be offed at any second now. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the Game of Thrones thing. Anyone can be taken out at any stinking moment.
And for apparently stupid reasons. I just thought it was going to be like to see him potentially be ripped apart like that. That killed. Yeah. And
you're right, Lacey. The heartbreaker of it, she'll never see him.
The heartbreaker of it is Maggie. Like, I get it. Like, I'm super... Like,
He didn't get to say goodbye.
I loved Glenn. Like, I seriously did. And I felt like the show kind of robbed me a little bit because it didn't really allow me to feel that emotion of his death like a Herschel or like another character, you know, like because I was so mad about it. I couldn't even feel that same emotion, like sadness that I felt. I was still sad, but to really feel it because the anger was blocking me, you know, like I kind of shut down after that, if that makes any sense. I was like, are you like, this is bullshit. This, I can't even believe this happened. I'm pissed. Why did they do this?
Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, Lacey felt like shutting down. I wanted to go into the next episode because I wanted to see
what's going to come after. What's going to come after?
Yes, and I need to know.
They're not even going to know. Well, I mean, they're going to know when he doesn't return, right? Ever. They're going to know. But Maggie in particular is always going to have that. She's going to need closure. Speaking from a woman, you know, to for their husband, the person they love more than anything in the world, or a child, either way, they're going to need that closure. They're going to need to know for sure. They're going to need to see it to be able to accept it. And go through that, you know, go through them stages of grief. Otherwise, up until that moment, she's probably just going to be in denial. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eileen, sorry. Interesting amount there. Do you ever... Oh, for 603. Duh. Brain fart. Did you
That's
ever...
Neat.
Do you ever think that when you started the show, you would get attached to any characters? And second question below, is there a person that if they do get killed, you will 100% stop watching?
No.
I don't think so.
To the second part of it, no.
If anything was going to stop me, it would have been what I just saw there. And that's not going to stop me. So...
I like Glenn, and I'm a big Rick fan. A big Rick fan. But now I start to question everybody.
Yeah.
The only one I don't question, and I'm going to be honest about this. I like Daryl, and I love his character. You know what? He wasn't even in my top at the beginning.
Right.
He has I feel like he's going to go all the way.
What was?
But it wouldn't shock me if something did happen to him. It wouldn't shock
To
me.
Daryl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't shock
Okay.
me at this point.
And just to answer your first question real quick, of course, I knew I'd get attached to characters. I always do.
Yeah.
I always do. If I like the show and it's super long running like this, I get attached to characters, period. Now, if it's a character that I don't or haven't had enough time to get to know, then, you know.
You know, it took me time to start. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't really attached to too many of them other than Rick.
Yeah.
And when I watched Game of Thrones, it was Ned. And we all know
We all
what
know
happened
that.
to Ned.
We all know that.
You know, and
Yeah.
I mean, if you watched any of our videos from that was a deal breaker on me.
Yeah.
But I kept watching. But as far as attachment, I
cried on Miss Sunday's death and Jorah's death, but I don't remember crying on too many other deaths in that show. Because all the characters that I really loved.
This show has a
survived.
little bit of a different spin to it, though. I mean, it has kind of a realistic, but yet I understand it's whatever. It's not true story. It's it's fiction.
It's definitely,
but yet it's something that could actually kind of happen in this world
because it's more of like a real. It's not a fantasy world like Game of Thrones was. It's like a real world, you know. And something devastating happens. It doesn't even have to be
kind of like the Black Plague or the
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't even have to be as like a zombie apocalypse. It could be any sort of like.
I mean, heck, if you guys think about it, I mean, even with in this country or whatnot during
Paula, you're right. I did cry a lot on Hodor's death. You're right. Well, because Hodor.
Seriously, I had a good little thing going
Sorry,
there, and you
sorry.
just ruined it.
I ruined it.
No, when this country went through the Depression and whatnot, and you had people lining up in the lines and doing whatever they could, it's kind of, I'm not saying that that's an apocalypse, but it's kind of like that approach when people start panicking, drawing all their money out, and the bread lines, everything becomes scarce, gasoline's rationed, everything's told you. These are things that can actually kind of happen. And,
definitely.
And you begin to,
Well, you put yourself in those shoes and you kind of go along with the show, put yourself in their shoes and kind of, think of what would you do in that situation, I guess.
Absolutely.
Whereas in maybe some other types of shows, you're not really given that sort of.
That's what I love about the show, because I do immerse myself into that. What would I do? How would I have handled it? Like, I would have killed Tito. He'd have been done. Because he's bad for the group. He tried killing. He not only once tried screwing Glenn, which should have been the end of it. Then he's tried shooting him. He gave him 3 chances,
and
man.
I'm not saying that he couldn't have been redeemed in the long run. Because,
excuse me.
So,
sorry.
After the first time not the first time, just after Tito shot Glenn in the shoulder, right in that moment I was like, yeah, you should probably kill him. But then looking back, I'm like, you know what, maybe it is better in that moment with all that other shit going on to be merciful, but then don't allow him to go with you to things like that. To put him in.
If the show's taught you anything, Lacey, you don't let people have a second chance in this. Because
I don't know if that's entirely right. It's about the type of people you give second chances to and what that second chance entails. Is it just letting them live? Is it just like maybe he needed to be put in a cell for
I'm just saying, if we had our group here with everyone here, and someone goes to hurt that person, and especially in the situation they're in, I don't know. There isn't jails. There isn't psychologists. There isn't no redeeming.
Well, there can be jails. There could be.
I don't see a whole bunch working right now.
I'm just saying, I don't like the fact of just, our first resort to anybody that does anything that we don't like is to kill them.
Well, that's where we disagree.
But now people like the wolves, who are obviously trying to...
Well, let's go down that road.
They're very...
Morgan was trying to redeem by tying that guy up.
And gave him a chance.
There's no...
But then he just let him free. You know, like, that might not be the right time. But... Now, yeah, they're ruthless and horrible and evil. Like, they kill women, children, innocent people that are defenseless.
People to death and then killing them some more in the middle of the street.
I know. That's why I'm saying they're ruthless.
They're
like wild animals.
Yeah.
And like I said when we were watching that episode, they literally aren't killing these people as just a means to an end. You know, scavenging their town for supplies. I get that. That's what they do. But you don't have to kill everybody and look happy while you're doing it.
Let me tell you something right now. I'm asking an honest question.
Mm-hmm.
If we're in a situation like that and someone tries to hurt our family, one of our kids, whatever... You're going to put him in jail? You're going to give him a second chance to
If it's a self-defense sort of situation, of course I would be self-defensive. Of course. You have to protect yourself. But
that dude's done.
I'm saying in situations like this where you're integrating into a new community, right? You're having clashes of how you do things, right? And with everything else that was going on with Rick and the whole situation, it probably wouldn't have been the best time to just shoot him. Well, because that's going to be perceived. Granted, he had a bullet hole in his shoulder. But right. They could have explained that off somehow. Oh, well, he shot you while you were attacking him or something. You know, or something. Or he got your gun. Or, you know, in that moment, it would have been better for the mercy because of all the other stuff going on.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Was Rick, do you think that the drunk, Pete, Paul, whatever, it's Bible verse, or Bible, whatever. Anyway, do you think he meant to kill Ron?
Well, Ron was his son. You mean Reg?
Reg.
No, I don't think that he meant to kill Reg.
Do you think that he should have had a redemption?
I don't think he deserved to die in that moment.
Either do I.
I think they could have found a different way with him.
No, I agree. See, that's a situation. Okay, that
was his stupidity and anger that that happened. I don't for a second think that he purposely meant to kill Reg.
No, I don't either. But it happened because of his, his.
But if he,
sickness of being an alcoholic, and he can't control himself when he's obviously.
He can't control himself when he's drinking or when he's angry, it would appear, because we don't even know if he was drinking there. But, I mean, it kind of looked like it, but that could have been,
But every time we let someone go, if they would have let him go, he would have came back 10 times harder.
Well, and that's why that other way that I'm talking about is not just giving him the freedom to be able to just go about his business, like... There needs to be some sort of like what we would consider like a jail or prison, but different for them. Or I don't know. However that would work.
Who's going to attack someone with a sword, though? Okay, yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Exactly. Like he was going for Rick. Like so, it would have been in self-defense in that moment. He was a wild guy, freaking running around with a sword. Yeah, that's
a good statement. But that wasn't the case at the point that we were at.
at the point where he was shot, he was being held down to the ground and didn't have a weapon, so it wasn't self-defense in that moment. So, yes, there's something, they could have found something else. Let's be honest. They could have. Now, whether that worked or not, I mean, and yeah, it might not have worked, and he might have come back later and done something stupid.
Yeah. I don't think his, I don't.
That could be true with anybody, though.
I don't think there was much help for that guy in this world.
I don't think, not in this world. He wasn't made for this world. Definitely not.
Well, no one is, but there.
Well, no one is, but some people acclimate better to it, and some people adjust and grow. No. Anthony, thank you so much. Did the governor deserve a second chance? Or the people from Terminus?
No.
No. I mean, the people from Terminus ate people. They
literally were luring people in to rob them of whatever they had.
And they were killing children, too.
And they were food.
And eating children, too. Like, and of course, it doesn't matter, adult, child, you're still eating a human, right? But they were presenting themselves as salvation for people that are desperate and scared.
My theory
that's
is
evil.
I would want to help people that want to help other people. Okay? And if you don't want to help other people and you want to be a derelict and you want to kill people and steal and loot and do everything that, let's be honest, is not, it shouldn't be in your human nature, okay?
Yeah. And I agree. Some people are products of their environment, right? They may be forced to go along with a group to survive, right? But then, even then, what does that make you if you're doing some of the things that the Terminus people were doing,
Well, and that brings me back to this, and I want to bring this up because I have seen it in the comments, and it's really a good kind of thing. We're seeing Rick kind of take on the whole Shane persona.
Yeah.
Remember when, everyone vilified Shane for,
well, because
we're going to take this farm, and we're going to, you know what I mean?
Because Shane got there too quick and too easily. That's the difference. Rick only got there after going through all the shit. Like, it soiled him to ever trusting anybody because every single group they found tried to kill them, tried to eat them.
But Shane was further along in the process than Rick. Rick had just woke up. So... Yeah,
but Shane didn't have to go through all that. He just got there. Like, super quick. So Shane would have been one of them, like... I don't know what Shane would be today if he was still around.
I'll be honest with you. I wish he was around, in a way.
He'd be worse off. If he was like that way back then.
But Lacey, there's been people go nuts in this, including Rick, including Morgan.
Shane put too many other people's lives at risk because of his... like one-sidedness. Like, he only saw Lori and Carl. Okay, of the next season, Lori would have died in childbirth, and Shane wouldn't have had Lori anymore, so he probably would have clung to Carl, right? Because that's the last, or probably Judith, because he thought she was his, which she very well could be, but it doesn't matter, she's Rick's. So he would have clung to them, and then he would have put them above everybody else, which is okay to do as a parent, but you need to also always consider everybody around you. Like, don't let other people die because, you know what I mean.
This show leaves a lot
to interpret.
Yeah, a lot to be interpreted. So, if
as far as the governor, hell no.
I know what you're going to say.
Philip did not deserve a second chance because he was given a second chance and he fucked it up again. Do we all forget that he was given a second chance at life?
Say it again one more time.
Fuck Philip.
I knew she was going to say it.
Oh no, it's fucking Philip. He was given a second chance. he was trying to reinvent himself, and he had this new group, this new family that he was going to take care of, and he was given that second chance with them.
True. Yep, true.
And he couldn't handle it. He immediately went to go to the prison.
Went back to
the old ways. He tried apparently
couldn't break it.
But he couldn't break it in that moment. He's like, nope, I can't change, so I'm gonna roll with it since I can't change.
Say it again.
Roll with it. Yep. Shane, yeah, I don't know. Would he be able to be redeemed? Like, do you think he would have started to see reason if Lori wasn't there anymore? You know what I mean? Like, because she was kind of blinding him. And the fact that he couldn't have her.
You know, one minute she says, F off Shane, and the next minute she was like, oh, look at these titties. You know, I'm saying that, you know what I mean? Leading him on.
In a way, yes.
And then turning him, I mean, messing with his mind.
There were several times where we noticed that she was kind of sending mixed signals.
And he's got in his mind that, you know,
he has a chance. So then he
has a kid, too. He has in his mind that that's his kid.
And that's what makes me think that he would be even more of a liability as the time went on, because he thought Judith was his, Rick thought Judith was his, and it never would have been okay with either one of them.
But I look back at how I felt about the situation, and I look at the Rick now, and in the comments, it's played a little bit of a mind trickery thing on me.
Well, a little bit. Well, I see where you're coming from.
You know what I'm saying?
But my whole thing is that Shane got to that point that Rick's at now way too quick and without any trauma, without any, like, it took a while for Rick to get to that point, and it's part PTSD and part not trusting anybody, part fear, like part just stay alive.
Fear of the Walking Dead.
But for Shane, it was more so he just got there too quick, I think.
Okay.
And I could be wrong, but I'm just saying I think he got there too quick.
What's this show hide stuff? What's that?
I believe those are spoilers that have been blocked. Or not blocked, but hidden from our view.
Well, thank you for taking them out, because we really don't need that. If you see that.
But yeah, Lil Ass Kicker, that has a nice ring to it. Her name being Lil Ass Kicker, like Daryl said.
Yeah.
It has a nice ring to it.
And I love that Carl is a big brother to her and doing I mean, he...
And Michelle is like, nope. Let's talk about Carol, shall we?
Ooh.
You're right.
I would like to go down that road.
Mom is always right. Mom is always right. Carol, yes, let's talk about Carol. I believe I even said right when the wolves started attacking the town, and Carol was kind of like running around, I'm like, is she going to Rambo this shit again? Is she going to save everyone's asses again? And, I mean, she kind of did.
I'm biting my tongue because I'm going to say this. She's hiding in plain sight in the town. She's hiding in plain sight when she's killing the wolves.
Anthony.
She's hiding in plain sight amongst the zombies.
Yeah.
She has become the Jedi Knight.
You said that because I said Anthony, didn't you?
No,
and
I didn't know you said his name.
is Carol the most resourceful character in your opinion?
Absolutely.
Definitely. I think even Steve even says during that episode, 602, that she is like the master of disguises. And I'm like, yeah, I agree completely, because she literally hides. Like she'll
throw your scent off big time.
She has masked herself with walkers. She has masked herself now as becoming. So yeah, she becomes a walker basically to get into Terminus.
Yep.
Now she became a wolf to save everybody's asses again.
She's.
It's gonna hit her though.
Phenomenal.
I'm telling you.
No, man.
It's gonna hit her.
That lady has went through hell.
I'm
And
starting to see it already because of the whole lady that she told to quit smoking in the house. You need to start smoking outside. And then that lady
I don't want to believe
was
you.
smoking outside and literally got hacked to death. And I think she kind of like borderline blames herself because she's the one that told her, because she like picked up the pack of cigarettes and was looking at it, and then she went and smoked one of them.
Right.
So I think that was her way of like...
Does she not look like Jamie Lee Curtis in some of those?
Nah.
Do you
Just
think?
because she has short hair?
Come on, man.
No, I don't
At times. At times. She has that Jamie Lee Curtis look.
Carol is a Jackie of all trades.
Carol, I would want on my team, because I'll tell you what, she is behind Rick so much, but she does it in a slippery way. Like, yeah, we should really, you know what I mean, in the conversations.
In a not so obvious way.
Yeah.
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 Yep. And
She's
not,
like,
yeah, definitely.
She's like Julia Childs, the cook. I don't know if you know who that is. Some of you might, some of you might not. She's like Julia Childs in there.
Know who it is,
oh, I can make cookies, but I can kill you. You know, like in a heartbeat.
Was Julia Childs a killer?
No, she was a cook.
Oh, well, why'd you...
Rachel Ray. She's Rachel Ray one moment, and then...
Well, you didn't say the one moment.
Frickin'
You had me
Rambo.
confused.
Julia Childs for our older group, for our younger group, Rachel Ray.
I don't know why you would have used Julia Childs. I mean, there's so many other cooks that... But yeah, maybe Rachel Ray. I mean... But yeah, I get it.
Dear God. Dear God.
Carol is a puppet master. I agree. And
Rachel Ray was the killer. Craig
She is a master of disguises. She is just good at putting on a face to fit any situation.
Where does she fit in your realm of people that... Do you see her longevity, like, all the way through?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, she's a badass.
She can even
She's
lose
a
it.
badass.
She's went from getting beat by Ed and being that quiet, can't talk or I'll get busted in the face.
Carol versus Chuck Norris, who wins?
Carol.
She'll pretend like she...
Number one, she's a woman. Okay.
She'll be Betty Crocker. See, there's one you could have used that people would have known more than Julia Childs.
Who's the chick that went to prison?
Casey Anthony?
No.
Oh no,
dear
no,
God.
not,
she
was
hasn't
found
cooked
innocent.
Casey
okay.
Anthony ain't cooked a day in her life other than macaroni and cheese.
Martha
microwavable.
Stewart. Martha Stewart.
Martha frickin' Stewart. Casey Anthony.
You just said who's the girl that was in prison, and I don't remember you saying anything about cooking. I just heard who's the one that was in prison, and the first name that popped into my head was Casey Anthony. Number one, she was found innocent, and number two, why did I think of
Number two, she was
Casey
guilty
Anthony?
as fuck, and if she's watching this live, get the fuck out.
She's not, but
she's a dirty frickin'.
Yeah, Steve does not like... Well, who does, right? Like, she obviously killed her kid, but... Or at least...
Whatever.
They're like...
I don't even
Craig,
go down that road.
allegedly, all right? It was at least an accidental death. But she, like, very
Don't
horribly...
even get me started
Very
on
horribly tried to
that.
cover up. And she's definitely guilty, period, of something. That's all I gotta say.
Guilty of being a frickin' whack job.
Elle is asking if this screen is blurry.
It might be.
I don't
It
think-
is a little bit in the thing. I think she's right.
Let me pull it up right here. No, it's not on here.
How does it look? Is everybody's picture...
It doesn't look blurry on ours.
Well, ask
look at
them. Doesn't look good.
Ask them. All right, hold on. Okay, I got it. Okay.
T-Bird.
Now,
Not yet.
now O.J. Simpson. Now, he was innocent, right?
Has anyone watched that show? The OJ thing on...
The one on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good show.
I watched that.
The one with Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a great miniseries.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. Jonathan, when will 602 be posted? It will be posted on Monday.
There's going to be a double upload on Monday. You're going to get 602 and 6... What?
602 and 603.
You're going to get
Monday.
both on Monday.
Yes.
The edited
because
version.
last week we weren't able to film 602 for Friday because number one, Steve had to go out of town, very long trip to go get the kids' Christmas present, which is now my Christmas present, basically, which is a cat. She's laying over there, but we'll show her before we end in the video.
So, with that being said, this cat took to Lacey like big time, so I had to go get another present today. So, with that being said, it was kind of a either get it or don't, and I had to make the move. So,
our house is even fuller now.
It's a fuller house.
It's a fuller house.
Oh yeah, that one movie.
Yeah, it's a show. But yes, so then we were going to film the next day when he got back. And of course, I had a migraine all day. I mean, literally, normally I can take Excedrin migraine and it like bites it in the ass and I'm fine.
Just say you had a migraine.
Not this time. I couldn't film, so we couldn't do it. And I did post in the community tab to kind of update everybody on that. But we will be doing a double upload.
Yes.
You'll be getting 2 episodes of The Walking Dead on Monday. Can't promise the time on the second one. I'll get it edited as quick as I can, though.
And there will be some...
But it'll definitely be Monday.
There will be some shows going up, too. We're going to be doing Alien.
Well, that's on Patreon.
Oh. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Oh, you thought we were going to put the reaction to the movie Alien on YouTube?
No, I'm excited about watching Alien. Damn it.
That'll be on Patreon.
Yeah.
But Alien and also... It's right on the tip of my tongue. Oh, The Matrix. Yes, because that one won the poll. Or Patreon poll. So, The Matrix and Alien, which we will be watching probably not tonight, probably tomorrow.
Yep.
We'll probably watch them both tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, of course, Tuesday, The Breaking Bad. And then Thursday, The Breaking Bad everybody will be waiting for, Ozymandias.
Yes. So, real quick story. I want to tell you something funny.
We are enjoying your kitty litter, Anthony.
That's what I... How did...
He
Darth
literally
frickin'
just...
Sidious.
He was
just
reading
read
your
my
mind. He was reading your mind.
So anyway, I was going to tell this funny story, which Anthony just kind of blocked me on that. So when you send us like stuff like that, like kitty litter,
I think what it does is it puts thoughts into Steve's
yeah,
head.
he is a Sith Lord.
He's trying to control us remotely by sending us weird things.
Yes.
Like kitty litter.
Telling me
Which
to
was
buy
a complete
cat.
accident, you guys. He didn't mean to send us the kitty litter.
No, I think there's something to it now.
Or maybe he did. He meant to. He knew
What do you guys think?
He knew you'd be thinking about it. And he knew you'd put the thought of a cat into your head.
Yeah.
Anthony, you wicked
Don't send
genius.
me a saddle. Don't send me a saddle.
Oh, no.
Horses.
We're not getting any more animals for a
Giraffes,
while, okay? We have enough
rhinoceros.
animals. Yeah, because those are legal to have. A giraffe, a rhinoceros.
It don't matter.
Pretty sure you can't have that.
You're probably right. I don't know why they got laws and shit.
What about Harry Potter? We already watched Harry Potter.
Yeah, we watched Harry Potter.
Harry Potter 2 is in December. So basically, each person that kind of signs up for that movie tier gets one movie choice per month while they're,
I kind of dug it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought I'd freaking hate it.
thought
I'm going to be honest with you. I thought I'd I dreaded
It was a
watching
cute.
that show.
It was a cute movie. Like
I even went in with
I was
bad
okay.
thoughts.
I was really. I liked it. It was a good movie for like a kids movie, right?
It wasn't bad.
But I could see how it could be like everybody says it grows up kind of, and becomes more adult as it goes on because obviously they grow up too. So I could see how it could do that, and I'm excited for the rest of
Harry
the
Potter's
series.
like 50 now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like 50 now. Yeah. No, I think he's like in his mid to late 20s, I would say. That's a pure guess, but I'm just saying. Well, no, he's probably more than that now. I'd say he's maybe mid 30s.
Secret Agent. We did have a Vikings go up. Actually,
Yeah.
JT, go upstairs right now, please.
You know how he gets when he's all antsy?
Zach must have really fed him a lot of sugar.
They've all kind of been like that.
I love you, bud, but really.
They spent the night last night with their older brother Zach, which most of you guys know of him, and his girlfriend. And literally, right when they came home, they've been crazy ever since.
Yeah.
I'm like, did Zach give them crack cocaine? Because oh
Meth.
my god, yeah, there you go.
Walt Smith.
Because they have been bouncing off the walls.
They've never been this way.
And they're never this
Yeah.
way. Yeah. Okay. What were we talking about?
Harry Potter was the last point.
Yeah, and that'll be going up. Oh, somebody had said about Vikings.
Yes, Vikings.
We did. We do have a new Vikings up on Patreon right now.
But I wanted to say something about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
The previous episodes to the Vikings, I freaking hated. I'm not gonna lie. I'll tell you, I hated it. I needed a break.
Steve was seriously almost considering just being done at that point.
It was dumb.
Like he's like the
Sorry,
past
it may
couple
come into play,
episodes.
but the last one we watched, great. It was cool.
Yeah,
I was
it was really
cool
good.
again.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. I mean, if I didn't take that break,
To kind of just wash it out of your head.
yeah. So Secret Agent, I apologize. We do like the show. We have liked it, but it was going in a direction at a certain point where I was like, what in the... I don't know what they're smoking.
What is happening?
Or what drugs they're doing, but it's almost like Halloween 3, like...
Where it feels like a totally different sort of thing.
Yeah, you have Halloween 1, you have Halloween 2, and then Halloween 3. Where the hell did that come from?
Elle wants to know how you came up with Tito. But before you answer that, yes, there is an episode of Vikings on Patreon right now. The full reaction is up. It will be up on YouTube. I'm going to try my best to get it up for this coming Saturday for you guys. So I was going to put it up this past Saturday, or today. I was going to put it up today, but due to everything that, we've had a lot of migraines, freaking cats, all kinds of stuff going on. I ran out of time, so I'm definitely going to do it sometime soon. You guys will see it. Don't worry. But yeah,
bear with us when
it's
we're on
getting a
our
lot
game.
better.
When we're on our game, we really
Here's
get
the baby.
we get smoking on this. We love to do the shows and we can knock them out. And then there's
Here's our baby.
times where hi baby. Times where things get, a little bit, life happens, and so just bear with us on certain days and we'll try and always keep you up to date.
Oh no, she's trying to get back over to
No, she just wants to sit
our
by me.
spot,
I don't
or
know
my
why.
spot, right?
No, she just wants to sit here. See?
Did we give up on Cobra Kai? No, we didn't
No,
give up
we got
on
through
it.
season 1.
We did get through season 1. And season 2 was like just starting to come out, like right around that time that we got finished with season
I
1,
liked Cobra
right?
Kai.
I could be remembering that wrong.
I think you played a Jedi mind trick on me.
I liked Cobra Kai. I did. It's just that we got
Has that 80s vibe. I like that.
Paxilus. Thank you so much. Paxilus Involitus. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
No, I genuinely do like Cobra Kai. And those ones, half-hour long episodes, they're much easier to edit and, faster to watch, I could definitely get back into Cobra Kai and definitely will at some point. It's just with everything else that people are wanting, like The Walking Dead when that started, Breaking Bad, which is almost over, Vikings, just all the shows that people kind of wanted more than that show. I kind of have to go with what people want the most. But I also want to do what we like, which we like everything we're doing right now.
Right,
So,
and the shows that we're kind of doing right now, we kind of like a lot more than Cobra Kai, if that makes sense. And yeah, that's just kind of how that
Sophie,
worked out.
yes, Baby loves me the most. Just like Craig said, by far.
Yeah, whatever. I got 2 dogs that would run over that cat to get to me.
I mean, that's true. But then
I'd call them right now.
they'd have to
knock
deal
this
with
whole
me.
setup down.
Because they will not touch her. No, she's definitely she loves me to death. She cuddles.
Oh yeah.
She sleeps on top of me all the time.
I kid you not. I no sooner and brought that cat. That cat was loving all over me from Tennessee all the way home. She was driving at points.
Which was an 8.5-hour drive. And that
It's
whole
crazy.
8.5 hours was down the toilet when she saw me.
Yep.
And then it was my mommy.
Yep.
Yep.
A tail went up, and all I could see was its butt while she's sitting there looking at Lacey. But I'm cool with that. I got my 2 German Shepherds
You've got your, because they're all about him.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
about him. So at least give me the cat, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I love cats. Cats love me.
You mess around, she'll be all over me like she is right now. See? She knows. Yes.
Probably. I think I just heard it ding. No, we do not watch the webisodes for The Walking Dead.
What is the webisodes?
That
Oh, is that stuff at the beginning where it has...
it's just mini little, basically YouTube length.
I'm going to say this, and I kind of want to bring this up. I know that you guys probably feel the same, but how they create the zombies and some of the stuff that they do makeup-wise, and...
Oh, yeah, he's been pretty astounded.
Hell,
by...
here recently even more so.
Yeah, they're getting better with their makeups.
Yeah.
No, I agree. But probably not.
I have no idea who does that.
We might watch the webisodes after we're done or caught up. But right now, I'm not going to watch them because I'm not going to search anything The Walking Dead. Even just to put it in, to type it in, to, even if I know the exact name, to type in on YouTube, then I'm going to start getting recommendations.
I will tell you what you can do. If there's something you want us to see that's pertinent to where we're at, we do want that. We do want to know what it is. And we will watch that. I mean,
Definitely.
Yeah. But make sure it's, and we'll make sure with our,
I was going to say,
team
maybe talk to, our moderators about it, and they'll kind of determine if it's safe for us to watch.
Because I trust them.
I would
time.
trust them more so. I'm not even going to look at anything without their approval, period.
Right now we're having such an amazing time and an amazing trip in Breaking Bad and The Walking Dead. And guys, we haven't been spoiled. Not once. At least I haven't.
No, I haven't.
I haven't heard you complain.
Nope.
So we are golden. And we're almost at the end of the... that's hats off to you guys.
Yeah, we have 2 episodes left.
Yeah.
Well, after this week and when you guys see
and then
the movie.
The movie, which we will do.
Oh, no, we're definitely doing the movie. Yeah. Tito.
Oh, so, L.
Everybody's asking about Tito. What?
L.
Tito what?
No, they want to know how I came up with the name
Oh,
Tito.
how did Steve come up with the name Tito?
Can I be honest with you? I say shit that I don't even know what I'm saying half the time, and I just
So there's
call him
no
Tito.
rhyme or reason.
No.
Yeah.
That's me.
I thought it was maybe he looked like somebody that like an actor that you knew who
Maybe.
was named Tito or something that I wouldn't know about, but I didn't know either.
No.
But once you started calling him that, I was like, that's Tito.
If I don't hear someone's name to start out,
You'll
I'll
think
just make a name.
You'll just
up.
kind of yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you have done that.
Yeah.
Can one of the mods recommend Peaky Blinders? We have heard a lot about that show and
Yes.
that it's a decent show. I've seen it randomly, like when I'm scrolling through Netflix, but I've never actually watched it. So
Looks like it's an old timey type movie, which I would dig. I like
who's the better villain, Gus or the Governor?
Lacey.
The better villain?
Lacey.
Is that you saying for me to answer it, or are you calling me the better villain?
You're the better villain.
Pick a spot to lay there.
The governor
girl.
or Gus?
I think that
Gus.
Gus, yes. But that's only because he's more calculated, he's more smart about things.
He was the Carol.
The governor / fucking Philip was definitely smart and very good manipulator, but he also acted out on emotion a lot too. Which
He played a good game too.
He played a good game for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that he reacted on emotion, I'd say that would be his downfall.
Well, so did
And Gus was smarter.
In the
Not
end.
well in the very end. And
His downfall was
his downfall was
the old man.
was needing to take out the old man. No, I know, but
Yep. Why is that only half a screen?
it does that every now and then. I just have to pop up a new one. Stupid pop-out chat.
But I will tell you this much. The whole Glenn thing,
Yeah, that was frustrating.
it still has me irked, and I mean,
Oh,
I still don't know how to. I still don't know how to deal with that yet.
Ella's asking about Sons of Anarchy. We didn't purposely leave that one off the poll. We really want to see Sons of Anarchy. We do. It's
I know
just
you
that we
do.
kind of knew that anything else on the list was gonna lose compared to
Well, and what we're
the two big ones. So at that point, I was like, does it really matter what goes up? And so I just put up other shows that we're already watching on Patreon just to, it wouldn't have mattered, I don't think.
it was to gauge.
And yes, it was to gauge. Okay, so I knew nothing else was going to win, right? So the other 3 shows I put up were all shows that we're already watching on Patreon so that I could gauge the interest of,
When we throw it up on YouTube.
yes, how many people are wanting us to see these shows, on YouTube, and how quickly, because if we have a bunch of people, if it actually did come close.
You're trying to look for the words. I just helped you out.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
You
I
said
couldn't-
those words.
I couldn't think of the words.
And that was
but-
smart to do because if... Now, I will be honest with you.
What?
Me and Lacey talked before the live stream. We saw the percentages, and they're pretty close. And there was people that voted for other things. So what we're going to do, since those two have pulled out to a pretty defining...
I mean, Steve said that we're going to do that, but I don't think we're actually going to do that because...
Oh, man.
Well, you're saying you want to get those other people's votes.
Well, the people that
But
voted
there's
for other
not...
shows...
But it's
if
such
they're-
a small percentage that it's not going to make a difference at this point.
Make sure you vote.
That's all I'm saying. If you haven't voted on the poll
Yeah.
as of yet, make sure you go vote on what you really want us to react to next. Because I'm getting real close to calling it closed. I mean, it's been up for a few days now.
You should leave it up the week. You should.
I'll leave it up for
till-
as long as possible.
You should leave it up to Thanksgiving, I think.
I mean, either way, right now, Better Call Saul is winning 39%, I believe,
It's close.
to Stranger Things 34%, but it's Like, the
I'm gonna be honest
difference
with
in
ya.
votes.
I wouldn't mind seeing either one of them.
Either
and
one
we,
of
we
them,
will
yeah.
be seeing both at some point. It's just a matter of time.
Ricardo, actually, it's Lacey and Steve.
Nope, you're wrong. He had it right.
Nope.
Even Sophie knows that.
Gravity Prone, congrats on 11,000 subscribers.
Thank
you.
Thank you. We're happy. We're small enough that we're able to interact a little bit more. And it's been really, really busy lately. And I'm going to apologize to everybody in Discord.
It's been super busy.
I don't know what it has been the past couple weeks, but we have been busy, like beyond belief. And I don't see that. Usually around the holidays, we kind of like to slow things down, and yeah, we'll be in there a lot more.
It's Lacey and Steve, you guys.
Sophie's wrong.
Baby agrees with me. It's Lacey.
She can't even talk.
Steve. Yes, she can. She talks all the time.
She doesn't have a vocal cords to do that. And if she could, she would.
We'll
say,
be whispering to each other over there, and she'll be like, "It's Lacey and Steve."
It's lies. It's all lies.
But yeah, I think that as far. Oh yeah, so
Thank you very much.
Death predictions.
We did have some questions.
We did have some people. Can you make up your mind on what you want to do? She's like, come and going, come and going.
Just like your kids.
I know, right? See, she
Ava
can't
Gentry.
make up her mind on where. Okay, you can go. Let her go sit in my spot over there. She
Ava
wants
Gentry,
to cuddle up.
we can't use Stacy.
Hyphenated. We are definitely not doing Stacy. That's a bit awkward for us. Steve's ex-wife. Her name was Stacy. Might be a little weird. I already have his mom misspeaking all the time and calling me Stacy.
Yeah.
I don't need anybody else doing that.
That's always a good moment.
Holly says, sorry, Steve. Lacey and Steve.
Holly,
See?
are you kidding me, Holly? I always sing to her, West Virginia. You don't even sing for her.
I'm not a good singer. She doesn't want me to sing for her, all right?
It just sounds
she
better.
Will ask
Stephen
me to
Lacey.
stop.
It just sounds so much better.
Okay. Death predictions before we forget.
Stephen Lacey.
Lacey and Steve. Okay. Oh, gosh. I don't know, man. Like, now that Glenn is already, like...
Death predictions
gone,
in season 6 or...
Just season 6, period.
Well, I wouldn't have guessed Glenn.
Well, I still think that one of the Abraham bunch, you know what I mean? One of those 3.
But we had that last time.
We did, and we were obviously wrong. So maybe it is going to get pushed off into this season. I feel like, what did I say before? I said Eugene before, but I'm going to go away from that because I feel like he's trying to kind of gain some courage, and he's trying to turn around. So I'm like, I want to give him a little bit more time to do that. So I don't think he'll die in season 6 now.
I'm thinking. Keep talking.
Rosita, maybe. She might die this season. Why? Because, I don't know, like something she said in one episode about like find yourself something that's worth living for or something. You know what I mean? And I think that she might feel that a little bit with Abraham, but I don't feel like Abraham's feeling it the same way back with her. So...
I'm going to go bold.
Okay, you're going to go bold? Okay, let's see.
I'm going to pull Rosita.
I don't want Hot Pants to die. Nicole, I don't want her to. But
She probably will.
But I'm thinking maybe not. I don't know. I don't want any of them to die. Anybody.
I'm going to go with Abraham.
Okay. Me? Well, I could see how you could think that.
He's a badass.
Yeah,
He
I
definitely,
could see.
you know, I'm taking a stab at something here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull Rosita.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Abraham up.
Okay. Well, okay, who else do we got? Maggie's not now. Not now after
She's gonna go
Glenn.
through hell though.
She'll go through hell, but she'll come through it.
Another one, I see Deanna dying. I don't think she's made for this world. I don't see her making it. No.
I would agree with that one.
No.
And I mean, she might even make it to like the very end of the season.
No.
But in this season, at some point, I think she'll die.
I think her son's gonna die. I can't remember his name.
Spencer?
Yeah.
Not in this season.
I'm gonna call him dead. I think
Mm-hmm.
Deanna's gonna die.
I think they're gonna leave him as like the last remaining family member, basically, that people are gonna need to look up to as the leader.
What do you think about Aaron?
Or you know what I mean? No, Aaron's not gonna die.
I don't think so either.
No.
But
his boyfriend might.
Yeah, what's his name?
Eric.
I
His boyfriend
that's-
might die.
That's the one, because I think Aaron is almost a neat enough character, but what's going to really hurt him
Exactly.
is Eric.
So Eric, I'm gonna put on my death predictions.
He's on mine.
And Deanna. Okay.
We have those two together.
And so we're differing on Rosita and Abraham.
I want Abraham.
Okay. Okay, who else?
Michonne's going to live. Rick's going to live.
They're
Carl's
gonna
going to live.
They're all gonna live. Daryl's gonna live. Carol's gonna live.
Mm-hmm.
Maggie's gonna live.
Yep.
Tara's gonna live because why almost, like she almost died. Like why?
Oh, Tara.
Tara's gonna
You know
live.
what? I'm gonna go opposite of you.
Okay.
I think she's going to die.
Okay. Because I'm trying to keep in my head
What
that we
about,
need
what
to
about
be
the surgeon girl?
the surgeon girl.
The new doctor.
Oh, I don't even know her name. We literally just met her. I don't
Right.
know her name, so I'm not going to put her on anything yet.
I'm gonna say she sticks around this season. We'll see how her character goes.
I'll say right now she's safe, but that could change with the mid-season when we do another live stream because I don't know her well enough right now.
If Stephen and Isaac could only hear me through the computer, we can.
Okay, but what I was saying was I'm trying to remember in my head that there's like a million walkers heading towards their place, right? They're still heading in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
The last we see, they're still heading in that direction, and Rick cannot start that RV. Hopefully, he gets it started and is able to pull them away, but they're surrounding him pretty good. I don't know. But yeah, right now, I'm going to just assume that we're having some shit come. You know what I mean?
With Rick?
No, I mean with Alexandria.
Oh.
Because
Yeah.
there's like a million walkers heading towards Alexandria. So,
Well, they shouldn't be able to penetrate the
no,
walls.
but still, there's going to be too many at the same time.
There's gonna be a lot, but not like all of them.
Is it a herd or a horde heading to Alexandria? I would call that a horde.
I call it a horde. A horde.
The only way that horde/herd is not getting to Alexandria is if Rick is able to start that RV because he was supposed to be pulling them away from
Yep.
that direction. And I'm not going to have faith in the fact that it's going to start because nothing ever, no tidy little bows on things, right?
Yes, Katie. I knew she'd come through. She always does. That's my Katie.
Oh,
Not your
okay.
Katie, my Katie.
He's got to make it awkward. Oh,
Mother Dick. Yep.
as far as the other people, so let's see. Jesse and the boys. What about them? Are they going to survive?
Jesse and the boys. Oh, you know what? The older boy.
The older boy is kind of questionable right now because... Because...
He's got the ass for Carl big time, and that's not going to fly. Something's going to go down, because Carl ain't afraid.
That's what I was trying to say, is that he's not going to make it. Because he's too emotional.
We got a lot of people dying this round.
Too hell-bent on...
This is like the furthest we've went. We're killing a lot of people this time.
Well, yeah, and I think that's because we see what's happened so far.
Oh, like after Glenn, we just say everybody's gonna freaking die?
And like,
because you're not worthy?
I expect like a lot of the Alexandrians to die because they're not prepared. And we do have the other... Okay, so we have the one, Heath, right?
God, which one's
I think
he?
that's his name. It's the other...
The guy that got bit in the back?
No, it's the other black guy with the dreads and the
he's
ponytail.
Cool. Oh, yeah, the guy who's giving Michonne a bunch of shit.
Well, that's a little bit deservedly so, because he overheard Rick saying, like, just leave them behind, you know? So it's a little bit deserved at that point, but not Michonne. You know, like, you don't know her. She's trying to tell you we're not going to do that. But I think he's going to be all right.
What about the other guy?
Because he can handle himself a little better. The one that got shot in the leg?
I like him. I don't know why. I like that dude.
I think he's going to overcome the bullet. I think he might last.
I don't know his name yet, though.
I don't know his name either. I don't know his name. I don't know the new doctor's name. I don't know a lot of their names, but I'm just trying to think of what I can remember.
Yeah, I think the guy with the glasses, he's going to realize... Yeah,
Scott. Scott is the guy who got shot in the leg.
I like Scott.
I like Scott. I think he's going to pull through this. Yeah. Denise. Denise is the doctor. Or the new doctor.
Wait a minute. Where did we leave Scott and that chick when everything was going down? Remember
he made it. He's with Michonne and Heath. Yeah. He's with them right now. So they're on their way. They're moving ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, he's okay at this point. No, it's just so the kid that ran away, after shooting him on accident, he's dead. We have the guy who got bit in the back, who wrote his note to the wife.
That's sad.
That is sad. But I have a feeling the wife is dead anyway.
It's like a compilation of I think it's the smoker lady that was his wife.
I remember seeing her name when he was writing it, but I can't remember if that was her or not, because I don't remember hearing, like, obscure characters, you know what I mean?
Did you see Michonne wipe that ink off her hand?
Scott is the real-life husband of Sasha. Oh, that's cool.
Really?
And Sasha ain't gonna die this season. She's overcoming too much. I don't...
To be ended?
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
She's not gonna die. And she might even make it even further.
Yeah, let's see where this goes.
We'll see how it goes,
I don't see it in season 6 at all.
Not in season 6,
yeah.
No. Who else? Yeah, I definitely love Sasha.
Is there anyone else that you guys want us to guess on? Because you know how you go through a list in your head. Eugene, I'm gonna agree. I think he makes it. Not saying to the end yet, but through season 6.
At least through this season.
I don't see him making it to the end, though.
No, I don't see him making it to the end. I mean, to like where we're caught up.
Yeah.
No, I don't see that either. New people. I can't think of any other new people.
Predictions. As far as what do you think is going to happen in this? Where do you think this is going?
Holly. Thank you, Holly. Do we realize that Sasha was pregnant in season 5?
She is not.
Not like her, the actress that plays her was pregnant. a lot of people commented about it. So I've read many comments saying that she was pregnant. So
No, she wasn't. She's
yeah, well, she was. I mean,
how far along? There ain't no way.
oh, Gabriel. Oh, he's gonna live. You know why? Because
Oh, because I freaking hate him.
well, yeah, but because he's trying to redeem himself. Because he's trying. So he's gonna live.
You guys probably
at least
hate
for
me.
a
He's
while.
probably your favorite character now, and he's probably alive. But I cannot stand that dude.
He probably is
What
still
he
around.
did to
But-
that group, and what he has done to almost like when they were in there with Judith in the church, that pissed me off. When he ran back in there, and he wanted to
Yeah.
be saved. And remember, you said he couldn't save his own people, but by
they
God,
saved
they saved him.
Yeah.
And then he throws him under the bus, you
Yeah.
know, to Deanna. And
Well, I sure freaking hope he went to Deanna after that and was like,
oh no, she told him.
no, she told him you were
You're
wrong,
wrong.
but I hope that he at
Nothing
least
had to be
went
said.
to her after that and said, I was actually talking about myself. Like he said to Carl. But who knows?
I don't think he did. I think Deanna knew
The
exactly what was
fact
up.
that Carl's moving past it means I think that everybody else should move past it. But keep it in the back of your head. But just, okay, you fucked up, dude. You fucked up. But keep it in the back of your head.
All right, I'll keep an open mind, but I'm not real confident
Sonny.
in him. Is that Sonny Chew?
Yep.
I miss Sonny
And I
Chew.
guess Tara is pregnant this season, so we'll get to see her pregnant.
Everybody's knocking boots in this.
I
But I would have
know.
never guessed Sasha to be pregnant at all.
It definitely didn't look like she was pregnant. Let's just put it that way. So she hit it well. Morgan's gonna stick around. They're not gonna
Yeah,
bring him back after all this time
I was gonna say
to just kill him off after
Yeah.
one season. I don't see that. It'll be, if he's still around,
The question is how
it'll
far?
definitely be more than season 6. Now, is he still around at the end? I'm not going to make that guess yet because I still need to get a feel for where his head is at. We see where his head is at a little bit, but
Is he going to stick around with all this
Yeah.
stuff going on?
yeah, because he seems to have a very like straight and narrow sort of way of doing things and handling things that doesn't always work in a large community like this. Might work when you're all by yourself out in the wild, you know what
Correct.
I mean?
Yep.
But not in a community like this where you're in one place. Anthony, thank you so much. When you have a chance, I would like your thoughts on Into the Badlands. Are you on Team Widow?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Anthony. And
I'm going to tell you right now for Steve, because I already know what Steve's answer is going to be.
She has got an answer for me.
He is digging on that Widow chick.
Mm-hmm.
See?
And the twins. Anyway, yeah. No, I love the show. Guys,
definitely on
I'm
Team
going to tell you
Widow.
right now, and it is over on Patreon, we are going to get it up on YouTube.
She's on his scrolls. You know?
I have to listen to you all the time about all the hotties and all this stuff. But anyway,
He's developing his own scrolls now.
well, I have to. And they're building as I'm watching these shows. It doesn't help any.
It doesn't help. His scrolls
She's
are
not only a
starting to catch
badass,
up.
she is a hot ass.
I know. He's always had a
Let's
thing
just be
for
real.
redheads too. No, I know.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Wrong.
he does. Don't let him lie.
Anyway, excellent show. I just want to tell you guys about it. Into the Badlands. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's a good show. It is a good
Definitely
show.
is a good show. I've really been enjoying it. It seems to be digging in deeper with each episode. And I really liked this last episode because it's kind of showing like all the females rising up and
Kicking ass.
and saying, you know what? Fuck you guys. You've been underestimating us for too long. We're about to take over all this shit. And I like that.
Well,
I like it in
wo-
that world, especially.
I like
where-
how she put it, though, Lacey, is that the men, would hold them down and do, and she's...
Well, she was saying that to her daughter in the beginning, but I get it that,
But in a world like this...
that they were never going to let men walk all over them and abuse them. And, yeah, I get that because the men kind of, in that world, treat women as a lesser sort of being. Mm-hmm. If that yeah.
And when we watched that episode last night, I easily could have went in and watched another one, and probably another one.
I was almost thinking, like, is he going to ask me to watch another one? Because, like, he started off the episode, like, a little bit tired.
I was.
And me too, honestly.
Because we were into our final show.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit dragging ass, but all of a sudden, this show just kicked in, and I was like, I could watch another one now.
Yeah.
It was that good, so...
Thankfully he didn't ask, because I was going to have to say no on that one, because I was getting tired. My eyes were like, ugh. Enid. We never said Enid death prediction on her. I don't think she's going to die. She's pretty crafty. Like, she was hiding in tree trunks. She was taking cooking timers out. Like, she's pretty crafty. She'll stick around for season 6. Now, I don't know yet, because I just met her. So I can't say for anything past that. But season 6, she'll make it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't think so.
The way she was eating that turtle, though, that raw, nasty-ass turtle, it's because somebody said Enid gets eaten by a giant turtle. Comes first full circle, man.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe she
No.
trips over a turtle running away from...
She trips over a turtle, yeah. No, I feel like she's going to make it through season 6, and you're going to go opposite?
Actually, yeah.
Well, you have more people dying than me.
I do.
Jeez.
After Glenn died, it's all on.
It is on like Donkey Kong now.
It is, just as I say. There's going to be some deaths this season.
There's going to be some deaths.
Yeah.
I know.
I feel it.
If they're starting off with that.
I'm telling you right now, it's been when we got done finished, with the Breaking Bad episode and the Walking Dead episode, that was heavy.
Amanda, I think we both answered that question about Aaron, that Aaron's going to make it. But we're kind of both thinking that his boyfriend might die. Eric. Yeah. Yep. Love predictions, Mary. Mary wants to know what our love predictions are. Do we see, like, anybody hooking up or getting together? I mean, it's obvious the whole Rick and Jesse thing. Like, right now, they're kind of like, ooh, we need to...
Well, she did say at the end of that her son said, "Are you friends with him?" Or like,
and she said yes.
Oh yeah, very quick.
She's just taking her time with it. Don't rush into it, right?
I think she's gonna die, and that's gonna leave Rick again upset and hurt.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance that she's gonna die.
I'm telling you.
But, I mean, she did show a lot of promise in 602, where she defended herself against that wildling woman.
It's basically what they were.
I like that promise. I like the promise of her defending herself. But I feel in that situation that either one of her children are going to end up getting her killed. Probably Ron, because he's so... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see that because...
Ron's probably going to get his brother and his mom killed.
Yeah, something like that, because he don't like Rick, right? That's the guy who killed my dad,
He's got a little bit of a jealous streak like his father.
Yeah, a little bit, honestly.
Yeah.
And he's so, like, angsty and, like, what, Mom? Was Carol right to threaten Sam? Will that have any repercussions? In that moment, she was probably right. Now, the way she went about it...
Dude, Anthony, that was wrong. That was wrong.
She had to do something.
Yeah.
She was right to do something. Let me word that correctly. She needed to do something
The kid
to
would've
keep
said
the
something.
kid from saying anything.
And it worked. By God, it
He
worked.
said, I have to tell my mom. I tell my mom everything. She had to do something drastic. Now But even then, like, it didn't really do anything.
I'm going to take you
other than
way far
bring
away.
him closer to her. Holly, bold prediction. Eugene's mullet survives. I mean, it's survived thus far. Tara pointed that out.
And Abe still has the best hair of the apocalypse.
He does. But Ron has the best beanie in the apocalypse.
Are you serious?
He's just acting like some freaking angsty, spoiled, rebellious kid that didn't get his way with something. And this is the apocalypse, kid. Like, this... You're acting like this is the real world. You're out there chasing, like... And by the way, how did Ron follow Rick and Morgan?
Without them knowing.
And they were in a car, and he was
good
running
point.
behind them.
Yeah, that was not done real well.
I mean, I can understand if it wasn't that far away and they just took the car for the body, you know, to get the body there. That could be the case. It just looked really funny to see them driving away in a car and Ron following behind them, and boom, Ron's there. Like, really?
Yeah, and I don't think they just traveled up the street.
Holly's like, plot hole. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it was close.
Maybe he went through a wormhole.
It could be a wormhole. Or like a secret tunnel that nobody knows about. You know those tunnels like that are under like bridges?
Yeah. Oh, he just
Or like a
slid down
drain,
it?
like you know what I'm talking about.
We need to move on.
Yeah, we do. But yeah, he found a way.
Enid is hot.
I mean, Enid is like
12.
she's like 14, 15 years old right now, so slow down there, Cliff. Slow down. You're getting a little young, all right?
No,
a little young.
Enid, I'll tell you what. She looked.
Holly,
she
right?
went beast mode on that turtle. That's when.
That was pretty gross, in all honesty. I'm like,
Yeah,
you don't
but
have a lighter, Enid? Like, you can't take a minute?
Yeah, but yeah, you did say that. But
And
really
she
a
might
lighter?
not. She might not have a lighter.
Well, no, they're probably not being sold in the apocalypse.
Do you know how many lighters you could probably find out in the world? You could
Oh,
probably
yeah.
find 1,000,000 lighters. I know in this house we probably have lighters because of all the candles we have all the time. We probably
yeah.
have like 50 lighters. She ate it raw from the ass end. That gave me a little chill.
She went savage on that. She went
That was
beast mode.
disgusting.
No,
Yeah.
it was neat watching her do that because she looked almost like she was like a cave woman.
See, now that's how you stay married. We need to move on, and then we just move on. Yep, pretty much.
Carol and
You
Daryl.
can't always do that, though. Not always. It doesn't always work.
Carol and Daryl.
What about Carol and Daryl?
Oh, Anthony.
Just period? Just like, oh, hey, look, Carol and Daryl.
No, I mean hookup.
No, they're never going to be a hookup. No. That's not them. Like, they relate to each other because they grew up in, they both had similar pasts, with being B and having a rough life and all that. So they're more like brother and sister or BFFs to me. I never
could
see them
it.
hooking up.
I could see it.
Nah.
I could see it.
Katie Weber, how about Rick and Michonne? I said that last season that I'm shipping them to, even if it doesn't
No.
make any sense. But listen, she is like the only one that he, not the only one, but he really respects her and he really listens to her. It might not be a love connection, but I definitely see, for some, like, it probably won't ever happen because the whole Jesse thing, but I do ship them.
Well, you said that before.
I have said it before. I remember saying it.
And I'm shocked
before.
you say it because I don't see that. I see Michonne as she's tight with Judith and with Carl.
Yeah.
And
Rick is their dad.
But I don't see that spark that you
I don't know if it's necessarily a spark. I just think it's like there's something
then
there.
what would be the difference between Carol and Daryl then?
You don't see it the same way I see it.
Hell no, I don't.
I'm not going to sit here and re-explain that Carol and Daryl had similar pasts and all that, and that's why
they're gonna hook up.
Have grown so close. Michonne and Rick have totally nothing alike as far as their past. I can't say that word for some reason right now.
Well, right now, Rick has something for Jesse.
And that's what I just said. That's why I said it probably won't ever happen, but I totally see it and ship them. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. You know what I mean?
I would more go the Carol Daryl route than I would a Michonne Rick route.
Okay. I'll disagree with you on that one. Sorry to keep asking, but The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 2, Coda Part 2 will not play. We've had lots of people asking about that, and it's been blocked. Like, that is the only video of ours that we've ever had any issues with as far as being blocked, and that's one of them. Like,
What are you talking about?
An episode of The Walking Dead that people can't access. It keeps getting blocked. I'm just telling them that it's blocked. That's why they can't watch it. Coda Part 2.
I remember that. Coda.
Yeah, you remember it because I had to re-edit it several times because it kept getting blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's still blocked?
Yeah, well, it got blocked again. Like, it was up for a while. I can't remember how long, you guys. Like, a week or two. It was up and everything was fine. And then randomly one day it was blocked
couldn't you
again.
just... Well, I don't know if you can do that or
and
not.
I've already tried to re-edit it like 3 different times now. I'm not going to re-edit it again because I feel like they're just going to keep taking it down at this point. They obviously don't want that up for some reason. I don't know.
Well, that sucks.
DJ Hood, I'm literally answering your question right now. But there might be a lag on the comments probably. But yeah, it's blocked. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. You can go over to Patreon and join our Patreon. I have the full reaction up there. And I think I might even have the early access up there still. I don't know though, but I definitely have the full reaction up there.
I don't know enough about Patreon to do that.
I have no idea why it was just that video and why that video in particular was blocked. Just totally blocked. I don't know.
Were you showing too much cleavage? Were you...
No, I went through it and checked. Made sure I didn't have too much music playing anywhere.
Cleavage?
I don't have... Your video ain't gonna get blocked for cleavage. Now, if you show some nipples, maybe.
Were you showing nipples?
Walking Dead doesn't show any nipples, so we're good there.
I meant you.
I wasn't showing any nipples, no. We're good on that front. No, it's weird with that video. Coda would be the one at the very end when Beth dies. Why with that one? You know, like there's so many other episodes. I honestly don't know. And why block and not just copyright it? You know, like, still make it viewable. Just accept all the revenue from it. You know, no,
Move
not
along,
even that.
Moving along.
I'm answering their question.
You did, though.
Okay. He's making me mad, you guys. He keeps telling me to move along. Now, when you say it too much, you guys, that's when people start to get pissed.
I want to talk about the show, not, you know what I mean? It got blocked. It's crazy.
I heard that in season 100. Oh, Rick wakes up from a coma in season 100. Wait, this was all a dream?
Jordan, I did show nipples.
Let's move on. We're not talking about that anymore. Yeah, you guys are... You know my mad look by now. Knock it off. Don't tell me what to do or what to say. Steve has pointy nipples. What the...
Oh, we got American Mom telling me I have to knock it off now.
Yeah, you see that? Steve was testing me, and he's losing.
I have to do that. That's like my job.
No, see, he got away with it the first time, so then he was like, well, maybe I'll try it again. And then the second time, and I'm like, motherfucker, don't you cut me off. And then he's like, oh, okay, I better slow down a little bit here.
I like someone getting a little worked up.
He does. Movie man says you're flirting with sleeping on the couch tonight.
That's every night.
It's
Well,
for the past couple nights it has been, but
both
I've
have.
been sleeping on the couch too because of the cat. Like, I don't want to confuse her too quick, so I've just been sleeping on the couch with her. So yeah, and you have too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you like sleeping in there by yourself.
I'll sleep anywhere.
Oh, okay. Go sleep somewhere then. No, I'm just kidding. That was a joke. Are you eventually looking forward to reacting to The X-Files?
I know nothing about it. All I can say, Anthony, is my friend that passed away, that was my friend of a lifetime, great guy. He was a big fan of that show, and he always tried to get me to watch it. I never had time. And
I don't think you watched a whole lot of TV back then either. Like, this isn't a little bit older of a show. Like, not super old, but a little bit older.
Well,
like, I think
they need to understand I
90s,
really
maybe?
haven't gotten into very much at all.
Right. But it's about, like, paranormal, like, aliens and stuff like that. And, like, the, like, FBI, I think. Because I haven't seen it either. I'm just going based off of memory of what I remember it being. Because I do remember it. Like the FBI, like,
Anthony,
task
I'm going to be
force
honest
or
with you. I'm going to be
something
honest with you.
assigned
I
to
do
it.
want to see it.
I like all kinds of shit with aliens and paranormal and, like, all that. So
Yeah.
I'll like it probably.
Yeah.
I'll like it probably.
I
But
can't.
yeah,
I can't say
definitely
whether I
excited.
will like it or not like it. I have no idea. But I haven't
But
been.
are you excited to start it eventually at some point? Is what he was asking.
Anthony, I don't know.
Because you don't know what to expect.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, do you want me to lie?
No.
Just go. Oh yeah. I'm nervous.
No,
because
I think everybody wants honesty, including Anthony. You
Yeah.
don't know what to think because you don't know what to expect. So
Yeah.
you're just open-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And usually Ron was really good at picking good shows, but then there was times where there was shit he watched. It was like, that was not as good as what you said, but
Opinions on... You're going to kick me? Opinions on... Holly wants to know. Opinion on Morgan's All Life is Precious. Is that naive? I mean, from what we just seen in the last... It can be. Yeah, it can be because there's going to be times when you have to. You know what I mean? There's going to be times when you have to kill. You have to in this world.
I agree with the statement.
But
I don't agree with
Yeah.
everything about the statement, though.
I agree,
So,
too. Yeah.
With that being said, yeah, all life is precious. It's a beautiful thing.
Within reason.
But
and I
then-
think we even talk about this,
but then-
don't we? At the end of 6-3?
Then there's people.
Then there's people like the wolves who are pretty bad and wild, acting like wild animals, killing to kill, not to a means, from a means to an end or whatever. That there's times when you have to. Period. And just like those guys that Morgan let go and they tried to kill Rick.
Yep. Came back to once again.
I like the statement. I love the statement, all life is precious. I do like that statement. Now, there needs to be a very healthy middle ground. There needs to be some sort of healthy middle ground to where you understand that sometimes you have to, you know. Like, it would appear at the end of that episode he did take out the one guy. So, maybe he's getting it already. Katie, you're leaving. Glad to catch your live stream after my wrestling show. Got to get up early tomorrow morning. Love you guys. Have a great night. You have a great night, too.
Katie, do not forget to watch football tomorrow, and go Bears. Love you, hon. Thanks for stopping by.
No.
Till Nick, I said, hey.
Hey.
Yeah,
That's
Ava's
so
hiding behind me.
That's a bad word.
Dexter, I have seen, but Steve has not. He does want to watch it.
That is one I do want to watch.
He really wants to see it. So we will. That will be at some point. You know.
That sounds like a really neat show.
And I know that Steve will like that show. I know he will. I mean, if you like Prodigal Son, you'll likely like that show.
I love Prodigal Son.
You'll like Dexter even more than Prodigal Son. Though.
Prodigal Son is. Has anyone watched some of the Prodigal Son? I know that it's football season, but has anyone seen the show? First off,
And Banshee, no, I've never even heard of
go
that.
Pack, no, Tiny Rick.
What?
Go Pack, go. I would say go
Oh,
Pack.
okay.
No. Dexter is a good one. Yep. Go Cowboys.
And I agree with you guys on that one. Dexter is a really good one.
I told Elle that I'm going to be supporting the Cowboys this year in memory of her father.
I've never seen 6 Feet Under, so I can't make that comparison.
But I can't
Brian.
do it the week the Bears and the
Hey, baby.
Packers play, which is coming up.
Heather wants to know if we'll be in Discord after the live stream.
Absolutely.
We always are, eventually. We'll definitely be in there.
We'll be in there a lot more. Oh, I didn't show you.
You will.
I didn't show you.
But I'll try more than
My
I have
typing
been
should be a
lately.
lot better. I won't have to use my phone anymore. This is what I was using. It has those little itty bitty things. And you see these thumbs? See?
It takes him forever to type on
Yeah.
that.
But anyway, I got me a little... Ava, is it over there?
No, it should be down there.
No, it's over there.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a little laptop that he got.
Yeah, I got this little... It's a little Samsung.
Little
Real deal.
Chromebook.
Better plug it in. But that's what I'm going to be typing to y'all on now. I can actually type, so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to be in Discord, which it, actually it's getting close to 10. I got to start getting the kids ready for bed and everything since we were a little late, with the whole live stream tonight. So I'm going to have to cut the live stream
But
off.
we will be back on. We will be doing a live stream next week.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
So we'll be the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody's kind of settling in, from their weekends and their holidays with family and everything. That live stream will be mainly centered around Breaking Bad. Because you guys will have just seen the reaction on the Thursday
I gotta plug it in.
or whenever to Ozymandias, which is craziness, just craziness.
So with that being said, I just want to go over one more thing before everyone leaves and skedaddles. But over on Patreon, we have a couple new tiers that we started.
Of course, I know how to cook turkey. You think
Barely.
you
I'm the
think
cook. She does cook a good turkey.
I cook
though.
a good turkey.
When she actually cooks, she is a badass cook. That is no
I
lie.
am a good cook. I just
She
don't
should
cook
do it more
very
often.
often.
I cook all the time here lately. I think I'm going to rehire her because
He's
she
gonna
cooks
start
really
editing
neat.
then.
Yeah.
Because when I cook it, it usually takes me like a pretty long time.
Yeah, we
in
need
there.
one of you all to help edit. So anyway, hey, let me stop for a minute. Over on Patreon, we have a couple more tiers. We did start another tier, and this is why we're kind of starting these other shows. We're still going to do the YouTube thing, obviously, and carry those shows. But there's other shows that are going to be on there as well. If there is a show that you want us to see, there's a tier for that. Movies as well.
Yes.
Lacey, do you want to explain that if I'm doing it wrong here?
No, I mean if you want to see us react to a specific movie or a specific show that you don't want to wait around for, and you know,
Or if you want to go in with someone else or something like that.
yeah, I mean it can be a
it's-
joint effort too. Like it doesn't matter how it's done, and of course each show and like movies are available in the $5 tier. I don't want to get too much into this because I know some of you don't want to hear about this, but
But you can read it.
if you're interested, go
Yeah.
over. You can read about it. I have it all. It's all there. You see what you get access to in each tier. And lately, it's been quite a lot. So different shows,
Yeah.
full reactions. You know,
I'm
go
super
over and
excited
check it
about.
out.
But another thing, make sure you go over to Facebook. We do have a Facebook now. I will be with everybody that's signed up. That's in there. Every name that's in there is going to get a. Not everybody's, but somebody's going to win a T-shirt.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That.
Oh yeah.
That I will have.
Yeah, you only got like about a week left for
Yeah.
our giveaway. So make sure you
If you haven't done
join
it,
in on
and
that.
if you're not a Facebook person, that's cool. That's what I use. But if you just want to sign up and go over there, that's a way to contact with me. Lacey usually handles the other social media
I usually
sites.
handle like everything else. Yeah, Twitter, Instagram, all that, and you handle the Facebook. But I do go into Facebook every now and then. So
Yeah, she should stay out of there because that's my area.
I'm so disappointed.
Why?
why?
No one said about me in the chat.
Oh,
My
Ava.
gosh. Craig,
There,
Craig
honey.
pretty much he runs the Discord. Like we just
Yeah.
go in there every now and then, you know. But like if you need to get like if we're not in there and you need to get a message to us, either DM me
Oh.
or ask Craig about it because he's really good about that.
Yeah, and and Craig's a good.
Look at that. Jesus.
What?
So much people are typing in chat.
Everybody's saying your
Well,
name,
yeah, because
Ava.
you were so disappointed.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I went and I had lunch with her. I gotta tell the story. I went and had lunch with her at school. What was it?
Oh.
A week ago.
Some of the.
Yeah,
Ava?
yeah, it was
Girl?
last week. Yeah,
And I got to sit with Ava and all of her little girlfriends, and
I bet that was such an awesome sight to see
It was pretty
Steve
cool.
surrounded by a bunch of 8-year-old girls.
so I brought Ava's lunch, and I had bought some cookies or whatever, and I only had a few, so I had to divide them, like break them up and give them to.
Yeah,
all the
didn't you
girls.
only bring 2 cookies? But they're like the big ones.
No, I brought 5.
But the Subway ones, they're pretty
Yeah,
big,
they're
right?
pretty decent. Yeah.
Yeah, so he had to break a, yeah.
But all these little girls, I mean, it's so funny to sit and listen
What
to.
show does Ava want to watch?
I want to watch a Disney movie.
Well, that's not a
Yeah,
show,
we
that's
should
a
do
movie.
that.
Mostly I want to watch Aladdin.
You know there's a new Frozen movie coming out.
No, we watch Lion King.
You want to see the new Aladdin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't even know if that's out yet. So
Well,
We may have to do that sometime.
we watched the Lion King one. So
We'll have to do a reaction with Ava. Would you like that, Ava?
She's all about that.
When you're not so tired?
Disney Plus subscription. Yep, we might have to get
Ava
that
should
one.
watch
Nice.
Mandalorian.
Disney.
Hey, Ava, you want to watch Star Wars with me?
I don't like Star Wars.
What?
Our PS4 is like
not.
really pushing this whole Disney Plus on us. Like
I don't.
when we bring up our TV and video apps, where like it's always first, and I'm like, we don't even have you Disney Plus. Why are you
my
even
gosh.
first on our list?
Someone said JT in chat.
Yeah, they know your guys' name.
JT, do the Iron Giant.
The Iron.
You better go tell him.
Giant.
Go tell him.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, we may have to do that with him.
We might have to do that one day.
think
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
that might be fun. Ava would love it too. But the only problem is with them sitting through a whole movie they get kind of antsy, you know, as kids do.
I can count on one hand how many Disney movies I've seen.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen a lot of Disney movies.
You probably have.
I have. But we're going to go, you guys. We need to get these kids to bed. We need to get stuff going as soon as we're done. Like, I'm sure Steve will be in a lot quicker, but I'm going to start getting stuff, you know, done around here. The kids and all that. We'll be in Discord tonight. So make sure you
Say hi, JT.
are patrons so you can join in on that Discord chat. And JT,
Come over here.
you want to say bye?
Bun.
Bun.
He's a bun.
Thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. If we forgot to answer any of your questions or if we missed any of your questions, I'm so sorry. Make
so
sure you
sorry.
let us know somehow, like either on the next live stream or in
Aww.
comment on a video. You know, we
Thank
try our
you,
best.
Rachel.
Thank you guys. We love you guys. And we hope to see you guys
Thank you.
next time.
Put your hand out of your mouth. Take us out, JT.
Take us out, JT.
Bye.
What do I say at the end?
Peace out. Peace out.
No. Hope
No.
what?
I hope
There
amazing
you go.
happens to you. I hope amazing
And then-
happens to you.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Whoa.
Peace out.
That hurt my ears.
It hurt my ears.
Thanks,
too.
everybody. Have a
Peace
nice
out.
night.
Thank you.
Haha.